Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today it's me, William, and today I will be ranking every single NFL team, and I will be putting them into 5 tiers based on how far I think they're going to get. So, not how good the team is, not like their skill-wise. I've thought about their schedules, I have their schedules in mind, their divisions in mind, and then I'm going to rank them on kind of their record, I guess. So I spelled elite wrong. Let me fix that. Elite probably 13 to 14 wins. The Super Bowl contenders, obviously above average. Probably like the wild card teams and maybe teams that'll just miss out on the wild card. Average is teams like that's stuck right in the middle. Below average is teams that aren't bad enough to get the first overall pick, but they're not good enough to be a wild card team or even average. And then terrible teams are just teams who aren't good. So we start off with the Tennessee Titans here, and I really like their offense. Like, how can you not like their offense? But their defense, that's what I question, is about their defense. So I think I will put them in above average, just because I feel like their offense, Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. Now, I feel like they will be able to bail them out. They bailed them out last year. I feel like they'll be able to do it again. Dolphins. So, the Bills, they play the Bills twice, obviously. Probably 2 losses. They'll probably split with the Patriots. I think the Dolphins are average. A lot of people have them being above average, but I have them maybe sneaking in as a wild card. Possibly as the 7th against maybe I could see being them, the Chargers, or maybe even the Steelers, or possibly the Patriots. You know, I could see so much going on there. I don't see a lock. I think there are 6 locks for the playoffs, and then there's one spot that could go to anybody. But I put the Dolphins. I don't think Tua's progressed enough. I think he still needs to learn. So that's there. Yes, Browns are elite. I think they're going to do great this year. I think they're a Super Bowl contender. And in the other video, I have them even making the Super Bowl. They just lost to the Buccaneers. I could see the Browns going all the way this year. Jaguars, there's nothing to be said. Terrible. Especially Tim. I'm not saying Tim Tebow's a terrible tight end, but he's not a blocking tight end. I'd say he should have just stuck in the MLB. He didn't even make it to the major league, though. He was in AA, I think. I'm not sure, 100% sure. Lions, they're terrible. They lose their really good quarterback. They lost Kenny Golladay. All they have is DeAndre Swift and TJ Hawkinson, which, I mean, they're promising, but not when you have Jared Goff, and then that's it. A terrible 0-9. Vikings. I don't know if I want to put them in. I'll put them in average, because they did have a lot of opt-outs last season. They did go and get Patrick Peterson. I think they possibly could be a surprise team. I have them at 3rd in their division, though. I just think Justin Fields is going to be really good. Buccaneers, elite. There's nothing to be said. They're bringing back a Super Bowl championship team. They're going to be good. They might even go undefeated. You never know. 49ers, they're above average. I think that they are a good team. A lot of people think they're a Super Bowl contender. I think they possibly could be, but with their division in count, I don't think they're going to win their division. I think they're going to struggle with that. And then they also have Jimmy Garoppolo, who he can be good, but also bad. But then they also have Trey Lance, who will probably end up starting by then, but you just never know. Atlanta Falcons, they are below average. They are like the main below average team, you know? They're not terrible for the first round pick. Okay, last year they kind of were. They had the 4th overall pick. Honestly, they might even do worse than last year because they lost Julio Jones for Kyle Pitts. I'll keep them in below average for now. Ravens, I will put in above average. I don't think they're quite at elite yet. I think if they get that pass game going and maybe a good receiver, because Sammy Watkins, he can't be your number one receiver. But I think if they get a pass game going, they can easily be an elite team. Chicago, I put them in an average. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, I guess they could sneak in as a 7th again, but I just don't see it happening with Andy Dalton or probably Justin Fields by then. I really like him. I think he's going to be good. It's just rookie quarterbacks aren't meant for the playoffs or Super Bowl. Bengals, they're terrible. Nothing needs to be said about that. Cowboys, I put them in average. I would. Actually, maybe not. I don't know if I want to put them in above average, but these 3 teams, I would take all these 3 teams every day over the Cowboys. I don't really like the Cowboys' chances this year. I'm just going to put them in average. But keep it note, I would take the Cowboys over these 3 teams easily, but I wouldn't take the Cowboys over these 3. If there was one right in the middle, that would be the Cowboys. So, hold on. Yeah, so that's the Cowboys, just right there in the middle. They're not average, but they're not above average. So I just to clarify, Cowboys. Texans, they're terrible. I think they'll beat out the Lions this year for the first pick. Colts, okay, so putting this into account, the Colts, I think they can win their division. I think they're a playoff or a Super Bowl contender with Carson Wentz. He had one bad season and everybody counts that against him. I think he's fine. But Carson Wentz is hurt, and I think Quentin Nelson might have been too. I'm not 100% sure. But I know Carson Wentz is, so that's why I'll still put the Cowboys in above average. But I think for the first couple weeks, they're not going to be as competitive as they will be for the last couple weeks. Rams, nothing needs to be said. They're elite. Well, with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. I would say Cam Akers, but he got hurt, so. Chargers, I'm not really buying into it. Because, yeah, they have a good defense. Well, they have a pretty decent defense, but they're, literally average. A lot of people thinking that they can be playoff contenders, which, yeah, I could see them sneaking in. I could see all 4 of these teams making it to the playoffs, just they won't make it far in the playoffs. This is kind of annoying me. I'm getting rid of this Cowboys thing. I'll put them down here. An average. How do I do it? Yep, that's better. Chiefs, they're elite. I think with the Chiefs, if they have a healthy team, I think they'll be able to beat the Bucs. But the only reason I'm putting the Bucs ahead of the Chiefs is because this isn't based off of skill. This is based off of their schedule and how they're gonna do. So I think that the Bucs are gonna have a better record than them. Oh, the Saints. They lost Drew Brees, but if Taysom Hill starts, they're average. But if Jameis Winston starts, they're right here. So they'd be right in the middle. I'll put them there for now. But I think if Taysom Hill starts, I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender. Their window is definitely closing. I think if they can get Jameis Winston's accuracy better, I think then that they will be better than when they had Drew Brees. So, yeah, that's my thought on the Saints. Giants, they're below average. They're not gonna make the playoff. Actually, now that I think that, they won't make the playoffs. Cowboys are a better team. Washington is definitely a better team. Eagles, I would also put the Eagles in below average. They have Jalen Hurts. He looked pretty promising last season. Dude, I just hope they give him a chance since I like him. I think he could be a very, very good quarterback. Steelers, I put them in average. I think with an aging Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think they're going to do anything too big. I think they're going to be stuck here. I think they'll be 9-8. Because with, I'm having a blank, but with the Steelers head coach, he's always been above 500. He's just going to have he will never be under 500. It's literally proven. So they're going to be 9-8, miss the playoffs by 1 game, and I'm calling that right here. Broncos, I watched the Broncos-Vikings game. I went to the Vikings stadium. And I think that the Broncos, they looked good. Drew Lock, he didn't look that good. I mean, he did, but he missed a couple passes. So did Teddy Bridgewater that he shouldn't have missed. Packers, no question about it. They're elite, especially with Aaron Rodgers coming back. If they lost Aaron Rodgers, they're below average. But they have Aaron Rodgers, so they're fine for now. Panthers, they're below average as well. I have the Panthers above the Falcons, actually. But the Panthers, I think, so my thought on the Panthers is they're going to be a good team. Well, so Sam Darnold, he will be better than when he was in New York, but he's not going to be in the running for the MVP or nothing. Like, yes, I do get that he has a good head coach in Matt Rule. He has, Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore to throw to, but I just don't think that they're going to. I think they need a little bit more rebuilding, especially on the defense. Raiders are literally average, and they're stuck in average, and as long as they have John Gruden, they're going to be average. The football team, just ignore the logo. The football team, I will also put them in average. Their defense is very good. It all depends on how their offense plays. If Ryan Fitzpatrick, if he's like, I kind of want to play this season, I kind of want to win a Super Bowl, I think they could do it. I really do. I think they could be a Super Bowl contender if Ryan Fitzpatrick plays at an MVP-like level. The Cardinals, I want to put the Cardinals, I will put the Cardinals here. They are a very good team. I think their division, though, that will be brutal, but I think they could possibly come in third. I think they could beat out the Seahawks for the I think that division is going to go Rams. I think the Rams will win it. And then I think it'll be between the 49ers and the Cardinals, and then for second, and then the Seahawks in fourth. But that's just my opinion. I think the Bills are a top team, easily. All the way up there. Seahawks, they're obviously above average. They're going to, like I said, I would take the Cardinals over the Seahawks. So that's about that. Jets, they're terrible. There's nothing to be said. Now the Patriots, they're an interesting team. It's just if you buy into the hype or not, which with Bill Belichick you have to. You can't not buy into the hype. Bill Belichick, I feel like they're kind of in the same spot as the Steelers and Cowboys. I could see them making it, but also I won't be surprised if they miss. So, I mean, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and if you guys want to see me do another tier list, but on how I like the teams, like Alexander did with the NHL teams, just let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do that. See you guys later.